when I was growing up there, I just felt like I always had this little like feeling inside that I didn't belong with that family that I was with. You know what I mean? I always thought there was something wrong or something weird. You know what I mean? Because it was like, 1 minute, my nanny's, like, say we get told off, right, me and brother in school, yeah, and we get sent home, right? We get home, yeah, and we're thinking that my nanny's going to punish us. You know, my nanny says to my sister, you punish him. You know what I mean? And that's what sort of, like, dropping little hints. To me, I knew that woman, from that point, who I was calling my sister, was my real mum. From that point, when my nanny said, you punish him. But she didn't say you punish them because they're your kids. But I clicked onto it straight away. I thought they were my niece and nephew, but it turned out they were my brother and sister. But I never found out that till I was 11 years old. I can still remember it to this day. I came home from school, Trinity. My granddad shouted, David, can you come in the living room, please? We need to have a family discussion. So I've gone in there. All my brothers are sat there in a line. And my nana was sat in the corner, Keith was sat next to my nana, and it went Stephen, Peter, me. And I walked in, he sat me down on the couch, and then he said, there's something we need to tell you, but we think it's about the right time to tell you. Because if we didn't tell you now, and you would have found out, or somebody else, then we would have resented them for not telling us. You know what I mean? I and granddad. So we was all sat there in shock, like thinking, what's he going to say? And then he comes out with, we're not, you know, you think that we're your parents. Even me, Pete and Stephen, not Keith, because Keith's got a totally different mum to me, yeah, which I didn't know that at the time. But as I was growing up, I just thought, them three people who I was growing up with, I always thought brothers, no matter what. Don't matter if you're biological or whatever, we all had the same name, we was all a year apart from each other, yeah. Yeah, I was born in 81, Pete was born in 80, Stephen was born in 79, Keith was born in 78, sorry. But anyway, yeah, I've had a pretty...
So wait, how did you feel when your granddad told you?
How did I feel? Gutted, upset, hurt. Not with me nan and granddad, and not for the fact that they kept it from us. In a way, it took me a little... In a way, I was shocked more than hurt. I was hurt, but I didn't cry or anything like that. It was just like, I went numb. You know what I mean? I just sat there like, whoa. And I was like, is this for real? I didn't say that out loud, but I just looked at my brother Peter and we're both looking at each other stunned. I said to my brother, is this for real? And I was like, don't worry, our kid, man. He put his arm around me and he said, don't worry, I'm here for you no matter what. I'm your brother. And he stood by me and I looked up at Peter. I looked up at him because he looked after me all through Trinity when I was getting bullied, because I used to get bullied every day in Trinity. You know, specky this, specky that, spastic this, spastic that, you know. And I always used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And that's how I used to say it. But I used to get bullied every day in Trinity. Because, obviously. But with my nana, the situation with my nana and granddad, I got used to it in the end. You know, they told us. I was still young at the time. I understood what they were telling me, but I didn't really grasp it until I was older. And then I realised then the lady who walked out, because what she basically did, right, the night we got told, I think it was either Stephen or Peter said to my granddad, so who is our mum then? You know, like that, who is it? And he went, there, she was there. And he opened the living room door, right, she was walking out the door with suitcases and the two kids, and the boy and the little girl. She took them two with her, went to London, yeah, married a man in London.
And she left you?
And then she left me with my nan and granddad, and Peter, and our Stephen. She left all three of us and just got off to London.
So,
you know what I mean?
Do you
But
resent
then,
your mum?
no, I don't resent my mum. What, my real mum? No, I don't resent my mum. I used to hate her. I used to say to myself, I never want to see her, I never want to, speak to her. I don't want anything to do with her. So like I said, she offered me a blank cheque once and said, because obviously she's got away. She was one of these people, yeah, she always used to can I say this? I know it's on camera, but she always used to fall in a bucket of shit and come out smelling her roses. Do you know what I mean? It was always her way or no way. She was all about the high life. You know what I mean? It was like, we didn't really matter, because we just got dropped to our nanas, and then it was Stephen 3 months. And she'd go away for 3 months and then come back. Then she'd got to do the same again. And that's how it went on. We was always with our nana and granddad anyway. You know what I mean? So it made sense. That's how I see it in the end. That's how I got used to it.
So
but
she's a millionaire?
She's a multi-millionaire now, yeah.
How?
Because she married a man that owned, you know, Falcon, the industrial estate.
Yeah.
You know, the industrial, what's it called? Cargo fucking boxes.
Yeah.
What they call shipping containers, sorry.
Okay.
And it was a company called Falcon, and he do send stuff overseas. She married him. He was worth about, I'm talking millions. The company and himself. She married him anyway. Here's a story for you. She married him, right? But before he married her, he said to her, "If you've got any secrets, yeah, this is the time to tell me now. Before we get married, before we sign any paperwork, if you've got anything you need to tell me now, you need to tell me before we go down the aisle." Right? And he said, "If you haven't got anything to say, that's fine. If you haven't got anything to tell me, we'll go ahead." Right? And he always said that he knew in her eye, when she said this to him, he knew that she was lying. Because he said, "How many children have you had? Are these the only two you've got, like, sort of thing?" And she said, yeah, these are the only two I've got. But he knew, because he said to my nana when he come to meet us, because my nana set up a meeting in a cafe, and he came to me nana and he said, "I believe that she's only got 2 children," and she said, "Hang on a minute, well, who are these 3?" Sat them on the table. And he's like, I knew there was something she was hiding. You know what I mean? And then, obviously, he still married her anyway, but he signed everything over, all his money, all his whatever, his life insurance policies, whatever it is. He signed it all over to the baby shed with him. She had a baby with him. I don't know how long they were married, but I just got told she married a guy who owned a business. Next minute, she's having a baby with him. And that's the day when she offered me the cheque. She pulled up next to me in the car and the baby was in the car seat. She said, "Aren't you going to say hello to your baby sister?" And I went, "What baby?" You know, because I'd never seen it. You know what I mean? And then she just offered me a blank cheque. And I just seen that as kind of like, I know, in one way I thought she was showing off. You know, pulling up in a flash car and all that. Pulling out a cheque and saying, "Anything you want, whatever amount, just put it in it, take it to the bank." So I could have put £1 million in it, and she just said, "Yeah, no problem." But I just ripped the cheque up, flipped it in her face and said, "I don't want your guilt money, do one." And I've never liked it ever since.